Hey everyone, it's Nina Radetich from NR New Media, and I'm here today to talk about Twitter lists, a great way to organize this fast-moving Twitter feed and really make sure that you're not missing content from the people that you want to hear from and interact with the most on Twitter. As you can see, I follow about 5,500 people, so there's really no way to, other than Twitter lists, to organize the massive amounts of content that are coming at me at one time. For example, I just left this Twitter feed for 30 seconds and there are 70 new tweets in that time. So unless I am sitting on Twitter all day long, I am bound to miss content from people that I really want to interact with and learn from and talk to on Twitter. So the best way that I've found to really organize this, because what I like to do is I like to follow people back. If they've followed me, I look at their bio, if they're congruent with what I'm doing and looks like they're tweeting some interesting things, I generally like to return the favor and follow people back. So that's how I've ended up with following 5,500 people. So there are a lot of people that have even more followers than I do. And they're following 10 and 20,000 people on Twitter. So the best way to organize that is with a Twitter list. So let me show you how to create one so that you can make this a little bit easier for you. So you're on your home feed page right now. This is on your desktop app. Obviously, I could show you on the mobile app as well, but this is going to be the easiest way to do it. So you click on your profile picture here and you'll see the drop down menu brings up lists. So click on that and then pop over and you can see I have a few that I have created myself and then a couple that I have actually subscribed to. Okay, so you pop on over here and you hit create new list and Twitter gives you a nice pop-up box. You can name it, and I believe you have to name it under 25 characters. You can give it a description. We're going to leave that blank for now. And then you have two choices. You can choose to make this a public list. Others can follow this list. They can subscribe to it. Definitely be careful with the name that you choose if you're going to make this a public list. Or you can do what I like to do and create your own private list. It's in a list that only you can access. And then you hit save, and now it's time to start adding people to your list. So let's add some no-brainer Las Vegas influencers, starting with Mayor Carolyn Goodman, who is mayor of Las Vegas. So I can search for her, and when she comes up, you can see here's her profile. I click on the gear icon to the right, and I can add her straight to the LV influencers list just by hitting a check mark right in that column. Don't have to save it or anything. She is automatically added to my list. And now I can go check out my list under LV influencers. And you can see it says one member on the screen there. And now I can see all the tweets from Carolyn Goodman, the mayor of Las Vegas. And if I want to add more members to my list, then I have to go to the person's Twitter profile in order to add them. So let's add the city of Las Vegas to our list. That would be another no-brainer influencer here. Very, very active Twitter profile. Go over to their profile. Now I'm here at the city of Las Vegas's profile. Click on the gear icon again. And I'm going to add them to my list. They're already on one of my lists, the Las Vegas State of the City 2014. And now I'm adding them also to Las Vegas influencers. So you would continue on like this, adding more people to your list. Let's try Vegas.com. Very popular Vegas.com. Again, brings up their profile, and I can do it right from the profile summary. I can add or remove them from lists right here. Check LV influencers, and they are added. Now, when I want to go access this list, I can go back here to my profile, click on lists, and then find the LV influencers list. And you can see the different ways that I can interact with this list just from the Twitter platform. I can see all of the tweets, this left-hand menu right here. I can see all the tweets from the people who are on this list. I can see a list of the members. And if I were to have made this a public list, I could see the people who had subscribed to it. This list, of course, since it's a private list, does not have any subscribers yet. Now, the next step would be to be able to monitor this list on a regular basis in a very, very simple way. And the best way that I know how to do that is by using a Twitter dashboard, like Hootsuite, for example. So take a look at my Hootsuite streams, and I am going to add a stream to monitor this list so I can interact with it on a regular basis. So I pop into Hootsuite, I click Add Stream, I go into Twitter, I go into lists, I click my Nina R. Vegas profile, and you can see all of the different lists that I have that I've created myself or the ones that I have subscribed to. They're there. I'm going to go back to my lists and I'm going to click on LV Influencers. You can actually create a new list in Hootsuite, which is a very, very cool thing to do. And I'm going to click Add Stream. Now you can see I can interact with all of these tweets from my LV Influencers list just by going in here to Hootsuite. If I could head down here to retweet, want to start a business in our city, here's how to get started, right from the city of Las Vegas. Really, really simple. And the great thing about being able to monitor these lists in Hootsuite is you could have several lists and you could see them all in different columns here. For example, let's add another stream real fast and I'll show you. Go to lists, my lists. Let's add my Taming Twitter list and add that stream. Now you can see I can interact. This list has about 55 people on it. So I can interact with those folks, I can interact with these folks, or I can go back to my home feed, which has about 5,500 people tweeting different things at different times. These are much more compact feeds with the targeted tweeters I want to interact with. So that's a look at how to set up a Twitter list. There are all kinds of ways that you can use these lists to make them work better for your business. If you have any questions or suggestions, or you just want to say hi on Twitter, feel free to send me a tweet at Nina R. Vegas. Have a great day.